Hey guys, this is Icysnowman, here with my friends Deval, Citron, and Patrick Starr. We had the idea to make an alphabet tier list because, honestly, what else are we going to do with our lives?
I mean, I don't know. Would we do anything with our lives?
No. Search if the template already
Alphabet.
exists. Alphabet. Alphabet! Let's go. I don't know why there's two S's, but let's go. There's actually, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, it's just the Latin alphabet? That's...
Well, yeah. You want some Cyrillic in here? Alright, alphabet tier list. So this doesn't need to be two S's. So A, I don't know, it feels like it kind of is the jack of all trades, and just because it's in the front means like it's really popular. I don't know. B
I
tier?
mean, it is like a solid, high B tier.
B tier? Alright, I would say so, yeah.
It was what?
We could keep it in A tier for now.
Underground
I
Desert
feel
was
like
past
once we start
genre.
adding more stuff, we can figure out where to place it.
I'm gonna put it in B tier, but I agree. Yeah, I don't know if it Underground Desert just wacky. So
Because this world gen.
B I think is a solid D tier. I mean, really it's just a soft P.
Well, it's a voice.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Underground Desert was past jungle.
Well, that's fine. I can do it.
That's like a C tier.
You think it's C tier? Alright, I'd say C or D, so I guess we do C tier. So, do we only have fun? Okay. We all gotta, So C, what do you think C? I think it's F tier. Honestly. C is probably the worst letter in the
Really?
alphabet. It does nothing unique.
What do you mean? It has
That's
some of your
another
favorite words. Isn't it used in like some of people's favorite words?
Yeah, but S or K
What
could
about
do either of
CH?
them.
What about CH?
Okay,
What about
CH.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
a unique thing that C does.
Fine,
That is
it's
absolutely
E tier.
necessary in a lot of languages.
Q is F tier though, because it does literally nothing.
F tier.
It's either a K
Q
or it's a
literally
KW.
relies on you.
Yeah. It's like the abuser view. You is the poor victim in this situation. Alright, so
Yeah.
C is E tier, Q is F tier. So back to D though. What's D? I think D is pretty solid. Like you can make a lot of cool words with D. Again, it is just
Yeah.
vocalized T, but I don't know. A tier or B tier? What do you guys think?
I'm thinking B tier.
B tier?
Yeah, B tier.
Alright.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so my planners have like 1 or 2 S and A tiers and 1 or 2 E or F tiers and most everything in the middle, right? To highlight the really good and really bad ones. E, I think E is pretty awesome. I mean, it's in everything, and rightfully so.
It is the most common letter, and there is a good reason for that.
Yeah, it's worse. Like
Is
A
this gonna
is
be our
like,
first S tier?
I think it might be our first S tier.
but like S, R, and T are all much more interesting. Whereas E, it's great and all, like it does all the jobs, but it doesn't have anything
I think
unique.
it's at least an A tier.
Yeah,
It's at
no,
least
it's
an A
definitely
tier.
an A tier.
It's
Yeah,
definitely an A tier,
we
but
can
I don't
we can keep it there.
think it's an S tier. Yeah.
We'll put it A tier.
So what about F? F is kind of weird. Like sometimes you just, I don't know. F is kind of funky. I don't think it's above C tier.
Yeah, it's got to be in like C tier.
C tier?
Where
Do you
it is
think
in
lower?
relation to B,
No, I'd
not
say
quite
C tier
sure.
because it's got some pretty good words.
Yeah, true. You can curse with it pretty well. That's
Yes.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
You can do the
That is-
same
that
thing
is
with
a point
C.
of
Yeah, but
that,
C
again,
is
C
more
is a K.
offensive.
C is a K.
C is more offensive.
I'm gonna put F in C tier. Okay, G. I think G is higher than F. G is pretty good.
Yeah, G is.
But G and J are kind of weird though because it feels like they're really there don't need to be 2 of them. So I don't think we can put
Yeah,
them too
but
high.
J is worse than G. Let's just go with that.
J. True. J could be just DG.
Let's put. Yeah.
Yeah, I think G is like B tier and J is like D tier.
Yeah.
I think that works out, right? Because I mean, you got like glob, gelatin, you got all sorts of great stuff with G.
Yeah.
J is like jelly, which could again just be G because gelatin is already spelled with a G. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got jester. That's like the only other funny word.
But again, I mean, if you wanted to, you could just say
that's
that
one word.
you could just say that the cluster DG is J, because in Russian, what I found is they have like a zh sound, like how we would use for what would we use for a zh sound? Like
Probably
maybe
Sean.
yeah, genre, yeah, like that. So
Genre,
Yeah.
so they use that a lot more in Russian. So when they need to use like English words or whatever that use a j sound, they put a d before the j. And so why couldn't we just have it in
Ledge.
English?
Edge.
Yeah, like ledge. So they just put a DJ instead of just a J. And so we could just have that in English. Like, J is entirely pointless because for je, we just have a G. Like, genre is already a G. And then for a J sound, we could just use DG. So I'm going to put J in.
What about the word DJ?
DJ's not a word though.
It's an acronym, but even if you wanted, you could just have, like, again, the J sound for DG and then AY.
Yeah, because doesn't DJ mean... What does DJ actually mean?
What does it mean?
I would say disc jockey, but I could be wrong.
That could be, yeah.
That sounds like... That it sounds like there's enough
Yeah,
to that.
disc
Like,
jockey.
Correct. That
Yeah,
sounds
that's
correct enough.
that's
that I'm
correct.
going to assume that's correct. Yes, it is. Okay.
Disc jockey. Yeah, disc jockey.
Yep.
Huh.
I don't know how I knew that.
That's so wild.
Neither do
Okay,
I.
H? What about H?
Hmm.
H just feels kind of hollow, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it has a sound, but oftentimes the vowel after is more important than the actual sound the H makes.
Yeah.
Like
D-
hollow, happy.
Yeah, I mean, really, you could just have
There.
allo or appy, and that would work almost as well.
I'd say put it in D tier.
I think
It's
so, too.
Yeah.
useful. It's useful,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Like, haunted hollows could just be haunted hollows, and that would work. And I think in the South...
Ills.
I think in the South, people, like, say that anyways, right? They drop off the
Yeah,
H's.
they just kind of remove the H sometimes.
Okay, I think I is the worst vowel. Because it has the I sound, which could just be like an E or a U, maybe. It has the I sound.
I mean, really, E, the sound belongs to I. And
Yeah,
it's just kind of English that doesn't do that.
yeah, I don't know. I is... I don't know. I'll let you guys decide where to put I.
I think I can go in C tier.
You think C tier?
I feel like that makes sense for I. It's
It is kind of right in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's a very average vowel.
Okay, so what about K? I think K is pretty cool.
Yeah, K is
It doesn't get enough love, so it's an
bare
underdog.
minimum B tier.
Yeah, I would say A tier. I mean, it's just such a fun sound. Like, every good curse
Yeah.
word that doesn't start with an F starts with a K sound.
What other curse words? What curse words start with K though? I don't think I've
For
ever heard
on-
one.
No, they start with a C, but, like, it's a K sound, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't say them on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, I'd say it's A tier. Any objections?
No, I don't have any.
K is
All right.
definitely-
What about L?
L is funny by itself.
But, like,
Honestly.
but it's only good by itself. As soon as you start, like milk, I mean, milk could just be M-I-K. Mick. I don't know, maybe not.
Nick.
Milk?
It's a word enhancer, but it's needed almost.
Yeah, it just changes the sounds of other letters, kind of. I don't know. It's only good when it starts a word. Honestly, I'd say D tier.
D tier, fair
It's
enough.
really not a good letter. It's not very versatile at all. Alright, so what about M? I think M and N kind of go hand in hand. They're both really, like, nasally.
They literally are, yes.
So I would say C tier tops for both of them. N is slightly better, though, because N is not quite as nasally.
We put N at top S tier. Can we make N an S tier letter?
No.
Please.
No, God, no. So N... Maybe N,
Put
C
N-
tier, M, D tier?
Yeah.
Alright. O. Where's O go?
O is like B tier, I feel.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
O
Okay.
is nice. O is very nice.
Yeah.
It's
O is just...
it's a nice vowel.
Yeah, you get to open up your mouth pretty much all the way. I like it. Alright, P. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, should P go above or below?
P is silent half the time.
He is silent half the time.
Yeah, like, think pterosaur. Or pterosaurus.
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't know. And like how we were talking about saffron or whatever, like with the PH with an F. I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Should it go below B? I mean, like below the letter B, which is in C tier? I think it should be in D tier.
I almost
I mean,
think
either
it
of those
might be
work,
an F
honestly.
tier.
F tier? I
But,
would say
I mean-
E tier minimum because it does have some uses that only P can do. It's not as bad as
Yeah,
Q.
fair enough. Well, you put it in D. It's worth a D shot.
Do you think so? I don't know. Like, it's got a couple good words.
It's got a couple good words. I'll put it in D.
D? Okay. So
it
what about
redeems
R?
itself with a couple words.
R, S, and T are some of the best ones, but they're kind of too versatile. Like, they're not quirky, but they're just solid letters. I think all of them go B tier or above, these three letters.
I kind of really like T, though. I kind of really
T.
like T.
T could be S tier.
I think T,
Yeah, T.
might be the first S
S
tier.
and T both belong in S tier.
I
but
think
R,
they-
R is like A.
I think S
I'm
and T.
I'm not really feeling R.
I
R, but-
think S and T do fit well together, but R
Yeah.
is kind of. It's very like.
But you can
rushed
roll
on
it.
almost. You
But-
can.
but
You
it's kinda
can
nice.
roll it.
And
That's a very good point.
Wait, let's go rally driving.
Rolling your R's.
Get ready to begin.
Ways to pronounce it, just in general.
It's really
Like,
hard in other languages, like the short R and the
Yeah.
rolling R. But does that make it worse or better? Because like that's
And
kind of a high skill
don't even
ceiling.
Get me started on French.
Yeah. Oh god. No. So I would say R. It's A or B tier.
Yeah.
Which one
I'd say
though?
A tier.
A tier.
Like mid B tier.
You think
So-
mid B tier? I could settle with mid B tier.
I would
in
say B
between
tier.
D and G.
Oh, I'm not organizing them within the tiers at all. If you guys want to do it, go for it. But like I'm just putting them. Yeah. I would say B tier. I think you're right. So what about V? I think that's a good letter, man. When it's used, it's
V is
used.
a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's used, it's used. It's underutilized,
Yeah.
but it's used.
So I think that's a solid A. I don't think it's S, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It's like-
it's not an S. By
It's as
far.
satisfying as to say as the word K. Alright,
Yeah.
so W, I agree with Pulsar. It's kind of just two U's. But it's not even two U's, it's two V's. And it's like, thinking that you're like,
Historically, those were the same, but like.
well, yeah. No, but I mean, like, when you're saying the alphabet, like NMNOP, QRS, TUV, W, X, Y, and Z,
You gotta like stop for W.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
and think about it. Like, let's say you wanted to say wah, like the sound Mario makes when he dies, right? Well, you could just say that as UAH, wah.
Yeah.
So W is,
Wah wah.
honestly, I think it's F tier. I think it's as bad as Q. It has no real uses, and it's just stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's F tier. I think we need something else in F tier, and it's probably the second worst letter, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
oh wait, shit, we forgot about U. What do we do for U?
Oh yeah, that.
It's
Could we put
kind
that
of,
in C tier?
yeah, I would
U
agree.
is definitely a C tier pal.
Like, depending on the context, it could be
it
from
is.
anywhere from A to E, so on average it's C, yeah. Alright, so X, I think X is pretty cool.
Is it?
X is very unutilized, but when
X
it's
is
in a word,
literally
it's
just a consonant cluster, and that's all it is.
But it's so many different ones, like, what was it, like, what's that one weapon that's like, is it this one? I mean, there's just like so many cool ones. A lot of them are like Spanish, but still, I think X is pretty cool.
Like in other languages, I guess it isn't a consonant cluster.
Yeah, but think about the word tax.
Yeah.
I mean, like, otherwise it would be tax. So, like, if you want plural taxes, that's TAXES, right? But if you were to spell it without an X, it would be it would be TACKSES, which is stupid. So
I
it's
like
not.
X. I do like X.
Yeah, it's definitely not F tier. I don't even think it's E tier. I think it's
Yeah.
I'd almost say B tier.
B tier. I don't know about that.
B. Maybe C.
I would go with C. It is
Yeah.
interesting. It is a really interesting letter when it's used properly, but there's really only like a couple of use cases. I don't know. I think if you can't read or write, then you can put an X on your signature. I mean that's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
Y, what do you guys think for Y? I think Pulsar rated it pretty high. I would rate it pretty high as well. ABC.
Like
Hmm.
I don't know if it's A or B. Like that.
That-
I guess.
Yeah, and I just thought Y is kind of like W in the sense that, like, well, we were talking about it before, right? I mean, if you wanted to say yes, you could just do EEES. So I don't know. Maybe it's D tier.
I don't feel like Y is D tier though.
True. And the fact that it can be on the front or the end is pretty cool, and then it makes different sounds.
Yeah.
Alright, so solid C.
Yeah. I think Y is a C tier.
Now we come to the hardest letter in the alphabet, in my opinion, the Z. It is the coolest sounding one, but it's also just S, but with more spittle. So, I don't know. It's either like S tier or F tier. There's no in between, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people say Z, and I feel like the people who say Z will make it S tier. But if it wasn't said Z, then it's
Yeah.
F tier.
Well, I mean,
I think the exact
by the
reverse.
nature of its origin, Z makes more sense than calling it Z
Wait, why?
because it's a Greek letter and its name was Zeta.
Zeta? Well, that makes sense, but yeah, I guess Z doesn't make any sense. Z would make sense. But okay, so S tier or F tier?
I mean, I feel like I'm leaning towards S tier. I don't think we need 3 F tier letters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
thinking
Z is
S
pretty
tier.
good. All right, there we go. So in S tier we have T, Z, and S. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
A tier we have E, K, and V. Yeah, those are good letters. B we have Adgor. Is the G? The G seems kind of high placed, but whatever. I don't know. It could be in B. I feel like N or X or Y are all better than G, maybe.
Are they?
No, but then again,
Better than
J's
G?
worse than G. But you could say
Yeah.
stuff like goopy, and that's
Okay.
a cool word.
That's cool. You can't say goopy with an X. Okay. So G
or a
stays.
J.
We gotta move some of these down just because there's way too many in C. Like, we gotta bump something down. I'd say B or F would be the first to go down into D tier.
Let's do B.
B?
Really? G?
Because F is cultural. I like F a lot.
True. But is that just because we decided? Alright, I'll move B down.
Well, I mean, we decided all of this.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I think B goes down. So then, C tier, right in the middle of the line, is Finuxy. Yeah,
Not
Finuxy.
D, yeah.
And then D is HLMPB. That makes sense. I gotta alphabetize these. And then E tier is, yeah, C and J, and F tier is Q and W. I think this is a pretty good list.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think we've nailed it. I think we've
CJ.
gotten the yes.
QWERTY. Yeah. Honestly, yeah,
Backward.
the fact that QU are in, like, the farthest corner of the keyboard really says something about them, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna save this. I think that could totally just be a video. Honestly, should I
Yeah.
just make this into a video? Just the raw footage?
Actually, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, wait, I'll show you guys. So this is who we've been doing it. No, I'll do the intro right now. I'll do the intro.